Okay, mic is on. And I'm just doing a little test here real quick before I switch to desktop. So let's see how it sounds before I take my headphones off. Alrighty. Okay, so there we go. Okay, blank screen, not blank screen. I'll switch to my regular desktop here in a second. This is actually a pretty wordy page here. A lot more wordier than some of the other stuff. I might need to find a way of breaking it up or something. I'm not sure. Okay, once through the portal, Zanzibar is standing among many other wizards, and that appears to be closed up restaurant. When asked who was, Zanzibar has been straight in Las Vegas. Gathers. Maybe it pretends he was robbed of his. Zanzibar then asks about what happens. It's presumed to tell him about the items. Okay, so well, it'd be nice to be able to resize this here. Wait, I know what I can do though. Um, think I can just double click it. Can I double click it? No. Expand. There we go. The expansion. Okay, good, 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 good. Uh, I'll just turn on my regular desktop with the webcam here in just a second. Um, this is just a prelim here. I think I want to like reduce the amount of words, and this up here is actually just the it's just the original text. So see. Let me type something else. So I went through the portal, Zanzibar, and Corvus. Did they call him Corvus? Corvus like that? Or did they call him Corvus? No, I call him Corvus like that. I didn't believe. Okay. Zanzibar and Corvus. Um, appear in a closed up restaurant with the other wizards. The other wizards fill Zanzibar in with some pertinent information. Okay, everyone leaves, and Zanzibar wanders random direction. Uh, before coming to a small village, needs money. So he decides to check out the local tavern. And decides to check out local tavern in Shaken Shetland. Looks around. Let's do this. And comes up with 3 ways to get some startup capital. Elderly man but him pushes away. Spell it to the bar. Enters the bar. I'm trying to make sure that this is just there a few events and just enough to explain what's going on, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to do the narrative part. The description is fine, but pass down a large bag of coins for which you spell in the bar. Here, okay. Let's do this a little bit differently. Zanzibar services situation. And notices a tall burly patron entering. Who plops down a large bag of coins, a few which fell into the bar. Okay. Zanzibar comes up with 3 ways to get some startup capital. Good. I like it like this. It's still kind of wordy a little bit, but everything is necessary in here, so. You know, I could actually split these up into 2, where maybe I will split it up into 2. Okay, let's go ahead and save the room data. Let's go ahead and 5, 6, and 7. Here, I'm gonna do this. Okay, so because I'm gonna I don't really need to rename it, but I'm gonna do this anyways. Here, let me pull up the well, first let me switch it back to desktop. Okay, there I am. Not that it matters or anything. It's just if somebody wants to know who's behind this, you know, who's behind the voice or whatever. Not that my voice is anything special, but just in case. Okay, so let's go to rooms, and I still haven't actually got to finishing the pages yet. Essentially the page. The page is when Zanzibar comes in and fleeces a few locals basically. And where we at? Where's what am I? Random villages. Random villages. Random villages. Okay, we have 5, 6, and 7. Now it's going to be 8. You know, 8, 7, and 6, like that. Okay, so we're going to rename this to 8. Enter. We're going to save room data. So now, now we don't have a 7, and we're going to name this one to. It's the way my thing is set up to do this. Basically, it will delete the old file. It will create the new file, and then create the new room, and then delete the old room. So I'm doing this way so it doesn't mess up anything. I'm not doing them all at once. And I might, in the layout tool, I might save these differently. I might not do a thing like this. So that way, I don't know. I have to find a graceful way of handling like renames. I think. Just all right. Random village 7. Yeah. Enter. Okay. Save room data. Now we have 5, 7, and 8. And we'll rename this villages 6. That. We'll save. Save room data. And now we have 4, 6, 7, and 8. That way I can do 5. And so let's go ahead and we'll add a room. Let's see something here. Let's go ahead and take this, I guess, and copy. We'll go ahead here and let's go ahead and rename this. Paste as 5. Enter. Okay, we're gonna save. Okay, so 4 and 6. And now if I save room data, wait a second. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh. Right, because I renamed these. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's okay because we're gonna copy all these. Okay, so let's do the thing here. Let's go ahead and copy. We're gonna copy this. Copy. Here, we're gonna go ahead and paste. You got to hit 0 to quit, right? Okay. Okay, and here we're going to go ahead and 8. Let's go ahead and go to this. Let's go ahead to go to the doors. And let's just copy one of these, go over here, go to doors array, paste, paste, paste. That's going to be 6. No, up here it's going to be 6. Here it's going to be 7, and here it's going to be 8. So, and this is going to be choice 1, 2, and 3. Undefined behavior, if they're all the choices are the same. It'll probably just do whatever the first thing is on there. Actually, it'll probably do the last option because I'm running it in a loop right now. So, okay, there's that. Okay, so then let's go ahead here to random villages here, and let's just go ahead and we're gonna delete these. Delete. So, and then we're gonna go ahead and save room data. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead here and we're gonna move this over here, and let's move this up a little bit. So, just up here a little bit. This. Go ahead and take these 3 here and pull them down just a tad. And then this one, let's go ahead and pull this down just a little bit. Okay. Okay. And let's go ahead and save the room data. Okay. There we go. Now. Okay, so technically this is one page. I mean, these are multiple pages, but these are the story beats. The random village is one, then Lapswood, the first random villages, then Lapswood Edge here is the next story beat. So when I say I'm gonna finish a page, that means I'm gonna finish one of these that have like choices in them, and they could be short, they could be long. But I want to average about 4 a day if I can do that. If I can average about 4 a day, I can get this done in a month. This part done in a month. Because I still have to I mean, I still got the layout tool to work on, and then I still have the narrative pass to go on these. So once this is all done, um, I can start on the narrative pass. The narrative pass is going to take even longer, just because I'll have to type a bunch of stuff. But it'll be steady progress. It won't be like I'll be making stuff up per se. I'll be making a few things up because these are just events, and the actual descriptions will be the descriptions. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's look at this here. And let's go ahead and close this real quick. And let's go ahead and open up this. Okay. Now, I'm not going to get rid of this two top lines until I am done with everything of all the pages connected to this. Until I'm on the next story beat, basically. Uh, Everyone leaves. Okay, and we're just going to go ahead and delete this here. And hit 1, 2, head out towards the Shetland Tavern. Okay. If you're gonna close up restaurants with other visitors, actually, this is fine. I can leave this like this. It's just a few lines, right? And um, sends him off toward the direction of a village. Okay. I guess he's gonna get some recommendations. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this yet, though. So, but it's fine the way that is. And then this here, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do kind of the same thing, except we're gonna take this out. Uh, and decides, well, um, Zanzibar heads out to the local tavern named the Shedding Shetland. Uh, he needs some money in order to run his scams. Okay, let's do Zanzibar needs some initial capital to run his scams and comes up with 3 ways to get it. Okay. Room data. All right. Everything looks good here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this one. This one directly leads to 4. 1, 2, and 3 is actually at a different part, a different time period. So I decided instead of having to relink all of the renamed, instead of renaming all of the random village files, or instead of renaming the rooms in order to fit with the naming to be in a chronological order, I decided instead to continue on with whatever the next one in succession is, because it kind of almost doesn't really matter if they're in a chronological